Alright, so we got the head off here. Everything looks pretty good, except almost every single one of our pistons are cracked. So that's interesting. There's like no scoring. This one you can really see. No focus. Crack there. So we're gonna pull all these out. We're gonna go underneath, pop them all off. But yeah, that's really interesting. Except where our blow bites coming from. But the sleeves actually don't look bad at all, which is weird. So we're gonna pull these, drop them out from the bottom, and then push the pistons out, and then start pulling sleeves. So today we're going to clean up this gasket here. We get all the gasket off the top of this block. We're going to use a wire wheel for that on the drill. And then we're going to clean up this lip right here where the sleeve sits into on all of these around here. I'll probably use a vacuum cleaner for that. When we're doing this, we're going to stick a towel down in here so we catch everything, and then try to use a vacuum cleaner to catch as much as we can. Because as you can see, that shiny piece right there, that's our crank. We don't want anything on that. We also put towels in here where the push rods go through all the way along. Just trying to keep stuff out of there. We don't want stuff going down in there. That's not good. But that's what we're going to do. So we're going to get the vacuum cleaner up here. We're going to put some towels down in there to catch anything. And then we're going to start prepping this. We have the sleeves and everything now, so we're going to try to get the sleeves in, get the pistons in, and get this thing closed up so we don't get any dirt in it, especially the bottom part. And then we can put the oil cooler on later. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start cleaning this up. Again, the wire wheel. I'll show you guys the wire wheel we're going to use. Wire wheel it, get her cleaned up, ready to go. This is the internals of a DT466. So, for pistons and rods, with our caps and rod bolts, we have our sleeves in the back. We had a problem where the coolant was mixing with the oil, and that's not good. So, we decided to do an in-frame. They're not too bad to do. If you're looking at doing it yourself, say go for it. As long as you know how to, like, basic mechanical knowledge, and I've worked on a few engines, they're not bad. I work on a lot of Subaru engines, so this is actually, I think, easier than the Subaru engine. But, so we were going through everything, trying to figure out what's actually leaking the coolant, because we really didn't have too many problems with it. You can always fire right up. It's a fairly new truck to us. So we don't know the history on it, but the thing fired right up. Did run hot-ish. We put a new thermostat in it. We started taking some stuff apart on it, and all of our O-rings on anything, any rubber on it, was very, very hard and brittle. Like cracking, just falling apart. So we figured, well, it's got to be a liner O-ring. So we took them all off, and as we were doing it, we found that number 6 was just not happy. Our very back one. So this is number 6. This is the very back piston. As you can see, it is very, very badly scored. Every single piston is cracked on the top. Here and here. I'll put some pictures of what they look like, cracking and stuff. But yeah, so this is not good. These rings are seized up in there. But this is very bad scoring. So, like, well, why is that? Pull the sleeve out. And this is our O-ring on the sleeve. There's a 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch gap here. The O-ring cracked. It's falling apart all the way around it. And it's leaking. This one's even broken. Super hard. All this stuff is super hard. I think it's mostly because of age on this truck. It sat a lot of this time. It's a county dot truck. It sat a lot of time there. It's like it was only used for putting beet juice down. So it just sat. And then the people that we bought it from a farmer, and the farmer had it sit, and then it sat in their front yard for the last 5 years. So we figured it's gotta be these. And it was. So we're gonna do a full in-frame obviously on it. We got everything out. This is what the inside of this sleeve looks like. All of our other sleeves are good. We were gonna replace them anyhow, because if you're doing an in-frame, why not? Replace everything while you're in there. Here are our rod bearings. The bottom side is in pretty good condition. Hardly has any wear. Camera has a hard time focusing on shiny things. Hardly any wear. None of them spun, which is great. This is the top one. I'm going to show you the top one. So this is one that actually goes on the top part of the rod that holds the piston. And it has wear right here in this spot. Which is kind of interesting. This is right where the rod goes up to the piston. So it sits. Let me get one that has it on it. So that wear is right in line with this. It's right here. Right in line with that. So, it's when it says bottom stroke has its most wear and it comes down around. It's pushing really, really hard on it. You can have super high compression. That's why they can start without having low plugs in the wintertime. But that's the kind of wear. They don't look too bad. I've seen many bearings that are a lot worse. This is pretty typical wear and tear on, especially heavy duty engines. All of our other pistons are good except for every single one is cracked on the top. Just weird. No idea why, but none of the rest of them have any scoring or anything. So luckily we were able to catch this in time that we didn't do any catastrophic damage to anything. The rods, or the crank is fine. It has just no wear on it. But yeah, I'm trying to source some sleeves and stuff for it. The place I was going to get it from, they're back order by like 2 weeks. So we might still get it from them. We'll see. They were super good about getting back to me and telling me that they're back ordered if I still want to get them. I'm trying to decide if I can get them somewhere else or if I want to go OEM. Yeah, so these are obviously pistons, rods, sleeves. I'll show you guys how they go in and how to put pistons and all of your rings and stuff on it, or bearings and whatnot, stuff like that. We'll go put it together, and all the sleeves, how to put those in. But yeah, this is the only one that got rusty. It's number 1, which is weird. Not really sure why. Everything else looks good. These are real nice. They got a little glazing, but not bad. Not bad for what they are. I don't know if it's ever been rebuilt. I don't think it has. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't have any signs it's been rebuilt. So, truck says it's got like 8,500 hours on it. 8,500 hours on stock internals. It's not bad. Heavy duty truck. Put a lot of wear and tear on it, being a county truck. Cold wear and tear. It's hard stuff. We're going to go look at the head next. We're going to start taking it apart, cleaning it up. Hopefully get all of our valves and stuff seated correctly. I see there's a few leaking, so I can show you how you can tell that. We're going to pull everything off of it. We're also going to go through the turbocharger. So let's go look at that.